Alright, we're back again. Let's see what happens, man. Fucking YouTube doesn't want me to do it. We'll give everybody a minute to hop back in the stream and then we're gonna get to it. In the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy my coffee. I'm supposed to have some mushrooms here pretty soon. I think Hambone's gonna bring me some. I wanted to microdose some shrooms because I haven't done it before. Microdose, that is. Hey, appreciate it, Alone. Oh, I can pin messages. Oh! Hey. Dope, I like it. Let's take another dab, and then I think we're gonna go straight into some garden talk. We've got about an hour and a half left on this dry cycle for the freeze dryer, and then everything that we washed yesterday is gonna be ready to go. Pull it out, sift it, start packing it up, and see how much we have. I'm guessing 300 grams. Super rough guess. I didn't take a very good look in there and like really scope it out. I just did it as I worked, but I'm thinking we're gonna have around 300 to 350 grams of dry hash, which should make easily a half pound of rosin or more. We're gonna press it all out on Big Bertha, one puck at a time, like 25 to 30 grams at a time. We're gonna get through that shit, and we're just gonna fill up some jars today.
Looks like you lost another one.
Yeah, see, I've had an eighth. I haven't, and it wasn't even a full eighth. I only needed like 2.5, maybe to 3 grams, and that was all it took. But I've done that twice, and I thought it was a cool experience, but it was more in my party days. It wasn't in my adult days where it was like, let me connect with myself, let me, you know, connect with the universe. It was more like, I'm ready to party and let's do shrooms, and it was stupid, you know? It was fun, but it was stupid. So I think now, you know, I have a different intention, a different purpose for it, and yeah, so it'll just be something a little bit different. And dabs can only do so much for me on a daily basis for my pain management and shit. And the other part of it is the attitude adjustment, because when you're constantly in pain, man, it's hard to not be irritable all the time, especially when you have like really bad back problems like I do, and nerve issues. So the dabs, sometimes they help the pain, but they don't help the attitude as much. And I feel like micro dosing, from what I've been told, might help with that. No, I've never done DMT. I'm not really interested in trying anything that's not natural. Yo, I don't know if you guys catch it, but TJ in all of his songs, almost all of his songs, he drops a reference to me. Like at the beginning of this one, that shit was dope. Like, it's hard to hear because the production value's a little low, but listen. He says Anthony, that's me. This one is called The Garden. Your body produces it all the time? See, I don't know much about DMT. I gotta do my research, I guess. I've heard Joe Rogan talk about it a little bit.
Anxiety, electrical energy, all the side of anxiety.
Shout out to Hammy on this Wedding Crasher, looking as good as my runs. Matter of fact, come here, little Hammy. This is clarity test. A little clarity test. Hamboni. If this melts good enough for you to see through it, I mean, and read that clearly. That's called clarity, baby. Stays clean too. But it fucks you up.
Love getting prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh? Then shop at Ralph's. We give you more ways to save on the fresh you love with tools like the Ralph's app, where you can find personal.
Woo! Woo! Wait. All right, you guys want to go see the flower room?
One morning I was missing. The pump turned the street and I was looking with my plate. Hey, you pull up with a cold bump and I leave you when I trace up. And shit at the river so hard, come, you're so dumb. Hey, put it up with the tinted windows and I'm pulling in together. About all of your niggas getting snatched better thinking of death. The pump got the strip.
I got the drugs. I got the drugs. Day, what are we on? 10? 9 or 10? Alright. My bad, I had to get back in the chat. So we got Alien OG right here on the left side here. Flowering out beautifully already. stretchy, but stacky. I mean, getting back here. None of this is topped. I haven't topped anything, I just super cropped stuff, that's it. You can see this one's not even that, you know, bushed out. It's just one main stalk majority of the way up. So that's all Alien OG right here. It's like 5 plants, I think. Starting to stink. And then the rest of everything else is Mindo bread. So the Alien almost takes up one whole light, but we got some Mindo in here right here, so. Starting to look just a little bit hungrier, so we'll go ahead and start bumping up that EC soon. We'll see how this week goes. Right now they're doing pretty good. But it's time to send in a leaf sample and solution sample and all that. I got the submission forms from J.R. Peters Labs, so I'll probably take my samples here today and get those submitted. And these are still gonna stretch some, not a whole lot, but they're gonna stretch some, you know. I wish you could see, like, with my actual view, what I see. It is going to be crazy. I mean, especially when I get to that day 21, 22 defoliation. I stripped this entire room down to the top 3 nodes right before I flipped. And the top 3 nodes resulted in, you know, this basically. Right. Got pretty good bud formation all the way down. That's way down there. You know, and that's not just right here in the aisle. And the aisle's pushed together too most of the time. It's all the way through. Right, we can go into the canopy in here, and you can see there's the side light over there coming through. And those aren't even turned up that much right now. I could turn those up a lot more. In here, like, this is all gonna be Skylight's put in work though. These are gonna be fucking thick on day 21. Calm down, Icarus. You're getting too close to the sun. And people might be like, oh, they look a little hungry, but you know what I found out? It's better to keep them a little bit hungry than to overfeed them. You overfeed them, you get salt buildup, you get lockout. You get decreased uptake. I'd rather have them stay a little bit hungry and free of salt buildup. And this is only running, what, 9 plants per light, I think? Next round, I'll be running probably 16. No topping, just gonna lollipop, super crop, and flip. You can almost see the main heads of each one as it goes down the rows. So it's like here, right? And then this is the next main big one. And that one. And it goes all the way down because I didn't top anything. So there's a main branch for every plant. So as this flowers out, it should be pretty even. See how we do. First time growing in this strain too. Remember I showed you guys last week a little trick with your fan leaves? If they're just growing out of control too big, but you don't want to cut them, you just rodeo them hoes. Okay, use a soft garden tie and rodeo that fan leaf down. That fan leaf is still useful, it's still capturing light, it's still a store of energy, and you can keep it out of the way. And the best advice I can give you guys if you want the absolute best results is don't just flip it and then leave it. Like, you should be in here every single day during the transition, checking on things, making sure everything is optimal, and fucking maneuvering your canopy. Now is the time to set that motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? Paint that shit. Come in here and really set the canopy. That means taking leaves, like this leaf right here is blocking a lot of shit, but I don't want to remove it. This leaf over here, just push it down below the net where possible. You know, free up some of that light energy that's getting blocked by those fan leaves and push it to the lower bud sites. Expose more right now. Look how much more we exposed on this plant just by going around and touching some leaves. Like this one over here, we can probably expose a good amount. Like I could rodeo this fan leaf. It's going to be a difficult one, I could tell. But it's over here, over this whole little bud site. If I push it down, that whole bud site gets light. I could rodeo that right there against the main stem, and it would stay out of the way. So we'll just push it underneath that plant for now, or that branch. Just move your leaves down. Oh, that one popped off. That's okay. How are we looking in there? Ooh, yeah. Healthy, baby. Just Just push them out of the way. Pops off, all right. It'll grow back. Do that throughout the whole canopy. Daily. Watch your yields go up. Watch your canopy get better. Just push them. Get them below the net where possible. Right? Like that one, I just push below the net. If you just do that every day or every other day through the transition, you're going to increase your yield big time. So yeah, do that. My goddesses, my alien OG goddesses, always praying and happy. I could do some amazing things with that strain. I feel it in my balls.
I'm a killer clown, ain't no jumping through my hoops. Yeah, I like the hoop, but I'm about to fucking shoot a nigga in the face.
Oh yeah, we forgot to check a few things. Hold on. Why is my phone tripping? That means that the GoPro is probably going to disconnect from the network.
Look at the news, hey, these people tell me what to do. Hey, it wasn't saying nothing at all until we decided that we was gonna move. Hey, see, I get confused. Hey, I know what they want us to lose. Hey, we know that this all a setup with government planning the timer reviews. Hey, set the blow up in our face when we see our races killed and abused. Hey, we say, why do we lose? Hey, we say, why do they shoot? Hey, watch them recruit. Hey, these sheep will follow the suit. Hey, the switch for a watch them recruit. Hey, watch out for the ones being approved. Hey, we want reform. They say, why you stressing, boy? This is the norm. This ain't the way. They say ain't no other way. So
Weird.
division, anger is born.
All right. I don't know why my phone won't connect. But I wanted to show you guys a couple things real quick. I forgot. So we're at 44% and 6.6 pour water EC, and we're going in right now at 1120 and 5.7 pH, 2.2 EC. Currently 83 and 65 as our set point. Starting to cool it off a little bit. We were running 84, 85. Now we're going to run 83, 84. And still got a good amount of newts left. Yeah, 45%. So let's see here. We are at 10:57 right now, and our next watering is at 11:30. So as we get up to 12:30, we should be hitting full saturation around 65-55%, depends on which plant you check. And we'll see what our pour water EC gets down to. And that'll tell us if we need to increase or not. But we should be good. I mean, the fucking stacking in here is wonderful. And we're running 11-hour days right now. I'm not running 12s, doing 11. 11 on, 13 off. And pushing roughly 750 750 ppfd. So I'm gonna tighten up this net some. That's loosey-goosey and shit, huh? Looser than your fucking prom date. There we go. Now the chat's back. Maybe he has to join so he can chat. That's funny. Yeah, this is day 10. Anyways, we're gonna start boosting up these lights a little bit here pretty soon. And I'm gonna drop this second net down, I don't know, maybe in like 2 days. I don't want to do it too soon because, I mean, I've got a third layer ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to put this second one on too soon because none of these need it yet. They're strong. They're good. They're not going nowhere, you know? So I'm gonna let them stretch some more and then I'll drop this down and we'll be good to go. And I'll just place everything where I want it. I'll go back through with some more of those soft garden ties and really like pin shit down. You know, I'm gonna have a cola on this part and then a cola over here, and then, you know, I'll space it out more on the second net. And once we get through the stretch and I know that the stretch is done, these lights are going to get dropped to about 12 inches above the tallest plants and then turned up to 100% across the board, and we're going to blast light all the way down to the fucking trays. Trust me, they will penetrate all the way down, like down there underneath the table. I'm imagining the stretch is going to end up about right here. We're right here right now. I think we're gonna go right there, right to this net. So from here to here, that's how much more stretch I'm anticipating total out of the next week and a half. But I've been hitting them with Power SI Bloom at 2 mLs per gallon, and I got 2 applications of the Power SI and Athena AG stack combo, which has the kelp, and that also helps put on the flowers faster and not stretch as much. So I'm not 100% sure how much more stretch we're gonna get, but we're gonna figure it out. You guys are nerding out right now on these fucking old school games. You guys are fun. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how much more stretch we get, but I'm gonna pull up the documents that I was sent from J.R. Peters for the lab samples. Alright, so there's 3 different ones that I got. So their tissue submission form we'll look at first. So here's what they say. They say for sampling for plant tissue, sample every 2 to 4 weeks from the same cultivar or variety. Always run media analysis in conjunction with tissue analysis. Handle samples carefully to prevent damage to tissue. It says routine tissue test. As a general rule, select only the most recently matured leaves. Exclude stems, roots, and flowers. For a diagnostics test, for problem situations, comparative sampling of affected and unaffected leaves, same age, can be very valuable. Comparative media samples from the same plants should also be taken. It says send at least 1 ounce fresh weight of clean, dry tissue per sample. A large handful of leaves is approximately 1 ounce. Foliar sprays and media particles should be washed from leaves before taking the sample. After shipping, samples cannot be washed and contaminated tissue cannot be analyzed. Says use a J.R. Peters Laboratory brown paper bag sample or a similar clean paper wrapper. Do not use plastic. Do not pack leaf tissue tightly in shipping container. Tissue samples may decompose and become moldy if sent in a sealed plastic bag. Such samples are unsuitable for analysis. If tissue samples are received in poor condition, the lab will request a new sample. Prevent delays, use paper bags. It says be sure to identify each sample container with a unique ID code and complete sample questionnaire. See below. Do not send live plants unless specifically instructed to by our technical staff. Single plants may not be representative of the entire crop. Sending live plants may result in sample processing delays. In addition, sampling fees will be charged if you require the lab to take samples from live potted plants. And it says general. This kit contains materials for submitting 2 samples. The cost for each individual sample is $40 in U.S. funds. If you mail 2 samples, the amount of your payment would be $80. Please enclose with the samples a check made payable to J.R. Peters. It is important that each sample container be clearly marked with the unique identification code or code assigned by you. This will allow faster identification and processing of samples. Please limit each code to a maximum of 20 characters. Sample ID code can consist of all numeric characters, all alpha characters, or a combination of both. And then it gives some good examples. All sample information, including your sample ID code, should be provided on the enclosed sample questionnaire. Blah, 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 blah. We have gone green. You will receive your sample results via email. They recommend UPS or express carriers to minimize delays and damage to samples. So then they have a little quick questionnaire, and the questionnaire on it is company name, submitted by, account number, address, information. Ask for the identification code that you want to give it, the date that the sample was taken, and then it asks for the crop type. If it was bedding, herbaceous, tropical, general, woody, lily, greenhouse, nursery. It has all different types of shit. Crop status, bugs, rooted cuttings, less than 3 weeks, more than 3 weeks, up to 12 weeks, more than 12 weeks, up to 6 months, more than 6 months. Leaves sampled, recently matured, young or new, old and mature. Other sample type is routine analysis or problem situation. And then it has additional questions if you're having a problem with the crop. So if you're having problems, it asks you, is this sample from a good plant or a bad plant? What's the symptom? Chlorosis, yellowing leaves, necrosis, distortion or stunted plants. Where do symptoms appear? And then root system status and any comments. So that's everything for the tissue analysis. And then imagine this is going to be all in combination with their media submission, which I'm gonna have to tear chunks of my rock wool off. Get you guys plugged in. We're not going anywhere now. So same thing for this one, sample it every 2 to 4 weeks during crop production at the same time interval after feeding or watering. Send 1.5 to 2 cups of media in a JRP or sample bag or in a plastic bag if you do not have enough sampling bags. For containerized crops, we recommend a composite sample from 8 or more containers, consisting of core samples or pie-shaped wedges collecting from the root zone. For raised or ground beds, take a composite sample from 8 or more points in the area to be tested, consisting of core samples through the root zone. So for water-soluble fertilizers, which is what we use in hydro, for drip irrigation, they say to sample from under drip emitters. For top watering, scrape away 1/2 to 1 inch of media before sampling. And for sub-irrigation, scrape away 1/2 inch to 1 inch of media surface. In order to assess the surface salt accumulation, you may wish to test this area in addition to sample from the root zone. So we're using top watering / drip irrigation. The drippers aren't actually pushed into the medium, they're just on the top. So we're gonna go ahead and scrape away like 1/2 inch of the top layer of the medium on several different cubes, and then go ahead and submit that. So we'll pick 8 Mindo breaths, and we'll just grab a little bit from each one, and we'll send a little bit from each one in, and we'll see what's going on. They give you instructions on how to sample unused media, like if you're just starting your garden and you want to get everything dialed in before you start the plants. And then they give you all the same information, and then the questionnaire on this one. Soilless media, analysis type. They could do a full analysis, or they could do pH and EC only. We're going to do a full analysis. Crop type, again, I'll have to check with Matt, see what he put. Crop status, we're going to put 3 weeks to 12 weeks. For media details, it's going to be, they have sun grow, ready earth, they have a bunch of other shit on here. Hydroponic rock wool, boom, we'll check that one. For irrigation method, we're going to choose top watering. Fertilization program, we're going to choose liquid feed. Or actually, it's going to be granular, I think. We're going to go with granular because we're using salt, not liquid. So, no, but they're getting a liquid feed. They're not getting, yeah, they're getting a liquid feed. And they're getting liquid feed frequency every watering. And then fertilizer solution specifics, select brand and formulation. Example, Jack's Professional 2020. So I'm gonna have to tell them other, put down the part A, the part B. And then if you're having issues, then it asks you the same shit, like, hey, what's going on with the plant, with the, you know, that you're seeing. Right now, I'm not seeing really any issues, maybe a slight little bit of chlorosis from them being slightly hungry, and other than that, they're really good. So that's media and tissue, those have to be submitted together, and then the last one is the water submission. And for the water submission, that one is test all new water sources and retest irrigation supplies twice a year. They say agitate your stock solution to ensure proper mixing before taking a sample. So this says, whether sampling a water or nutrient solution, flush out lines or hoses for several minutes with fresh solution before taking the sample. To help minimize the effects of injector surges, collect solution to be tested in a large, clean container, such as a clean bucket. Using a J.R. Peters laboratory sample bottle or other clean, unbreakable, leak-proof container, submerge a sample bottle in the bucket to fill, cap the bottle while it's submerged. This method will help eliminate air bubbles. Even a half of an inch of airspace can affect sample results, so make certain there's no airspace in the container. Close the lid tightly and send to the lab as soon as possible. You need to send at least 8 fluid ounces of solution and mark your sample ID code on the bottle using the label provided. Complete the sample questionnaire, blah, 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 blah. And then on the questionnaire, date the sample was taken, if it's water, fertilizer solution, or hydroponic nutrient solution, source of water, any concerns or problems with the water, and then it asks for the fertilizer specifics, and it asks you what your desired fertilizer concentration is, and your injector ratio. So I'll have to tell them what ppm I'm getting on my measurements, and then I'm using no injector, and they'll analyze it, tell me if it is the ppm that I'm getting, as well as what the actual breakdown of the nutrients in there are. So we'll do that for the inbound nutrient solution as well as the runoff solution. We'll grab that at the end of the day. When they're getting their last watering, they should have quite a bit of runoff. So we'll go ahead and collect some runoff and send that in. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take a clean cloning tray and put it underneath 2 plants. I'll collect runoff from 2 plants of Mindo, and I'll send it in. I don't care about the alien OG. The alien OG is behaving. And I'll collect media samples from the Mindo. I'll collect the inbound nutrient solution, and then I'll collect tissue from both Mindo and alien. We'll get all of that sent in, maybe today, but probably tomorrow. And then from there, we should get some results back pretty quick and be able to tell exactly what's going on and see how well the new ratios method with using the ppms to mix up Athena has been working, because so far it looks like it's been correcting all the issues and things are taking off. But I still think that the actual ratio, the 60% ratio, is off, at least for this strain. But maybe they just want an overall EC bump, who knows? So we're gonna find out what's going on with this leaf tissue analysis, so that way we're not just applying another blanket EC fix or EC raise. You know, we're only going to troubleshoot the exact problem. If it's uptake, whatever it may be, you know. And we're gonna go ahead and probably increase the VPD in the room. We've been running about a 0.85, 0.9 kPa, and we're gonna go ahead and bump that up closer to a 1.1. Put a little bit more uptake on these plants so that they pull up some more, and kind of force feed them just a bit. So yeah, that's the garden talk. That's what's happening with that. Any questions? Y'all are kind of quiet today. This is a different lab than the one that I used last time. So last time, the lab that I used went through I went through a company that I'm going to probably be working with in the future, and we used their lab, and their lab all of a sudden had to have some meetings about testing hemp, and then they finally did it. But I think that maybe they got a little bit of too much attention, the lab did, because I mentioned their name one time, and I don't think that they wanted the attention, and so it maybe caused a little bit of a problem. So yeah, you feel like chat is fucking up again? I do too. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I can do to fix it. Let me see. I don't know why I try. There's nothing I can do to fix it. YouTube is just broken. Damn it, YouTube. Now let me check. Live streams. The daily dab continued. Edit. More options. Enable live chat. Oh, why was that not already enabled by default? What the holy fuck sticks? I don't know why it's been doing that. But I mean, everybody's already chatting, so I don't know how it's saying that live chat is not enabled when we're already chatting. Man, YouTube, you fucking up, dog. You fucking up. Alright. Well, I'm ready for another dab. And what's up with you, Free Drive? 44 minutes. Fuck. Well, I could start stuffing some parchment. I'm pretty sure, or folding parchment. I'm pretty sure I know I'm gonna need like at least 10. So I better start doing my origami soon. Well, I mean, I could stream on Twitch. I have Twitch. Did your good risk it to get the biscuit? Fuck no, I'm not pulling it early. You know how much hash is in there? Fuck to the no, no, no. No, no, no. No way, man. There's some fucking fat stacks of hash in there. If anything, I may have to go ahead and run it a little bit longer. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Digital D, welcome back to the chat, buddy. You the man. Good job. Fucking yes. I'm so proud of my boy. He just did his first wash off of his first row and he killed it. Oh yeah, buddy. Damn. Matt, are you on the stream right now? Jennifer De Leon. Your name reminds me of Lays De Leon. Oh. Dab time. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore your question. I got sidetracked. I'll get right back to the chat questions. Man, why does everybody want to hit me up now? Hey, real quick, since somebody asked me, they're about to get some cube caps and they wanted to know if I use cube or the flood caps or the drip. The ones that I have are called flood caps because you can flood them, but I use the drip part of it. And if you tell them that I sent you, they'll give you a hookup, so. I don't know anybody that does BHO. Always asking me for somebody that does PHO. Sorry, I gotta handle business. If it's not one job, it's the other. I know it just looks like Instagram and shit, but people are hitting me up for likes right now. Gotta make that money. Alright, so how do I dry and cure hash, and do you wash everything? Yes, I dry, I run everything for hash. Everything. botanist. Matt, this better be you in my DMs. No, I don't think it is. Matt, did you hit me up about a kale? It's a different Matt. See, you guys got me confused. And here I was thinking it's the same Matt, but it's two different Matts, huh? Oh no, it is you? Okay. Matt. Wait, I'm confused then. Isn't that what your tag is? Matt. Fuck, it is. What the fuck am I missing here? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, for sure, dog. I got you on the kale. I gotta check the dealer page real quick and see what the price is for you. I'll hit you back in the DMs though. I got you today. Don't let me forget though. Hit me up in a little bit. Yeah, I got you, doggy. Dab time. And we got how much longer? 35 minutes. 35 minutes. So what we're probably gonna do, probably gonna go grab some lunch so that way I can come back, and when I come back from lunch this will be ready to pull and go. Otherwise I'm gonna have to stop everything in the middle of what I'm doing to go eat. So let me turn up the press. We're gonna get the temperature set on this. We're pressing today. We're gonna go up to 185. Definitely pressing today. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna set up a live stream, a scheduled live stream for the press, just so you guys can see like the notification. But then I'll probably go live using StreamYard. And that way I can stream from more than one device and not have issues. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's up. Little dabaroo. Look, if you guys want to get on a list for 710 coils deep dish and you're waiting on the restock, hit me up. I might be able to work something out with him to where I can just place a group order for you guys ahead of time, and then boom, you get it from me. Or maybe I'll just buy a bunch of them from him off and then stock them myself. You guys want to go on Twitch today? Fuck it, let's do it on Twitch. I'm down. We can fuck around on Twitch. Who has Twitch? Who has Twitch? Trying to get logged back in at Twitch, I guess. Okay, I just reset my password. Give me 1 second. What the motherfuck? God damn it with all this fucking multi-factor authentication. I've only signed in from this one device and it's like, you're signing in from a different device. Here, change your password. Blah, 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 blah. Way too much. I'm only 5 steps away from getting logged in. Holy fucking shitballs, let's do this. SBNV is my Twitch name. Category ASMR. Share to nowhere. Just go start streaming. Can I start the stream? Will it let me start the stream? Oh, I gotta rotate my phone. All right, there we go. That took entirely too long, and now I definitely need this dab. Too much work. Damn it! How did you know that link already? Well, I am in security, but still, it doesn't mean MFA isn't annoying as fuck. Matt the Cat Daddy, what is up? Exotic Phenos. We got 4 viewers in here on the Twitch. Let's get it. Oh, that's a good one. Bruce. No delay? Better? Is it better over there? I might be able to. I might be able to do it from the GoPro. I'm not sure how though. I gotta figure it out. Man, they're still live on Future Cannabis Project?
Trying to figure out how to deal with method to poisoning worms. And something that... Yeah,
Crazy to think of worms as harmful.
Well, yeah, right? Right? But it's really, guys, I mean, remember this, right? The worm, there was no native earthworm in America after the Ice Age. The Ice Age took them all out. So it made it virgin soil. So the worms that are here were brought in from other places and then colonized over the last 50,000 years or whatever it's been since the last Ice Age. And again, I'm not like,
I never thought about that.
Oh, invasive species, invasive species. This shit's been going on forever. This is called evolution. This is what happens. And we think we can control that? We're stupid. You know, oh, we brought him in over on his boat or his ship or whatever. That was happening on logs. That was happening, you know, in air.
It's an enclosed system, man.
Right. Right.
I'll get lost in that. Oh man. Sorry, I gotta get this music going. Uh-oh, 17 coils just hit me up. Now's a good time for the ask. Let me see. I'm gonna ask him. Hey dude, all of my followers keep trying to get the deep dish, the 30 mils, and they're always out of stock. Is there any way I can arrange like a massive group buy where on your next shipment, those people are guaranteed to get them?
Hey, dude.
Or how can we arrange that? Because I want to take care of my people. I know they're not all special and they shouldn't get to cut the line, but I got some wedding crashers that says otherwise. I'm gonna take care of you guys. I'm gonna take good care of you guys. Don't worry. I always do. In the meantime, let's play the song that he sent me. He's always sending me funny songs. Here. This song is bumping. I want to play this in the car. He said, I don't normally have a disconnect between the coils and the bangers. I'm hoping my next order will fix that issue, but I can set an amount aside if I know you want them. So look. I'm thinking 10. Also, I gotta get my sight back up and get your items added for drop. Alright, cool. He's going to take care of us. So he just needs to know if we want clear or opaque, 14 millimeter and 90, or a different angle and joint. He says he's going to have 45 degrees shortly. So I'll get everybody's orders. I'll find out what you want. I'll get it to him and he'll take care of it. Alright? Voila, voila. Bing, burn. Hook up.
Everybody tell me that I'm better than they never been. Listening to trippy, I got music like a medicine. Running for the bucks, dripping up like medicine. Who your favorite rapper in the game? I'm better than no. In the motorsport, better for the chit chat. Get it more bread like I'm eating on a big man. I'm into the game and you're never gonna get back. Get back. Full guy, better sit back. Sit back. Better relax, maybe like that. Touch that. Pick a wild drive, grab a 6-pack. Sipping on like a butter fire in the sticks. People trying to hate me, but they always on my game. Oh my god, oh my god. He's the man, he's the man. They know that ain't, they know that ain't. From here to Japan, here to Japan. UFO came down, crash landed. Hit the earth hard, but it took no damage. Stole the whole game and they all can't stand it. Live for the camera, smile for the candy. UFO came down, crash landed. Hit the earth hard, but it took no damage.
Done data. Boss moves. Anything else you guys need? What else?
I've been spitting lava, I've been spitting magma. I'm the one to mega. It's never been great, all them hating on the master.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I have a bunch of turf pearls and all of that. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on.
One time I'ma swing this shit like it's Tokyo Drift. Make a face conflict, make a face do shit. Make you say what's this, what's that? No can throw it, throw it. I bring it back one time I'ma swing this shit like it's Tokyo Drift. Make a face conflict, make a face do shit. Make you say what's this, what's that? No cap, throw it up, throw it.
I'ma swing this shit like it's Tokyo Drift. Like a Habs Club mix, like I got a conflict. Shawty got a conflict, cause the denim don't dip. Need a Reebok fit, match the seat, I'm a whip. I'ma throw in my closet, pull up my deposit. Gucci Louis, Gucci leather, dripping like a faucet. Shit in my faucet, suede on the concepts. Playing like I'm Britney cause I'm running out the pocket. Hold on cause the speedy boys baby. Hot boy cause my clothes on maybe. Call it rain like I call you maybe. She looking sharp, that's the nitrous baby. Hold on, yeah the shit don't face me. No show cause the speedy boys baby. Left lane cause the right foot safety. The fuck boys never going over 80.
I bring it back one time, I'ma swing this shit like it's Tokyo Drift. Make a bitch conflict, make a bitch do shit. Make you say what's this, what's that? No can throw it, I bring it back one time, I'ma swing this shit like it's Tokyo Drift. Make a bitch conflict, make a bitch do shit. Make you say what's this, what's that? No cap, throw it up, throw it. It's not enough hours in the day. Say what I wanna say, play when I wanna play. Say when I bring a play, bitch. What you tryna say? Get the fuck up on my face, sharing Chardonnay like it's motherfucking lemonade. Priceless, shawty had it tatted on her eyelids. Crisis, think these boys were comments on the spot, gets lifeless. So prefer to stay inside in silence. Now I'm bitch, look for money, speeding at some time. I've been fucking with you boys and that's a motherfucking fact. And I love you, little shawty, why you do me like that? I've been playing with some toys and keep a motherfucking second. If you pull up
on me, send me, I'ma pull your whole set. Now bring it back one time, I'ma let you skip the line. Need no ID, cause ain't no shawty mine. Need a big body dance, just look at that's inside. If you really wanna roll, little bitch, I'ma side. Now bring it back one time, I'ma swing this shit like it's Tokyo Drift. Make a bitch conflict, make a bitch do shit. Make you say, what's this, what's that? No, can't do it, I ain't do it. Now bring it back one time, I'ma swing this shit like it's Tokyo Drift. Make a bitch conflict, make a bitch do shit. Make you say, what's this, what's that? No cap, throw it up, do a fit.
Yeah, plants, baby. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna go grab some lunch with the kiddos. Ruby insert, 8 mil ruby, Turk pearl, and some sick carbide and pearls inside. This dirty ass splash guard insert. This old stuff I don't use anymore.